Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back! Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere! Boost! Peek-moo! I see you, because I'm YouTube famous now! Available in 1980, the album, Dad AF. Won't you lay me down in the tall grass and let me do my stuff? Down, 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 and down, down. Little secondhand news. I love Fleetwood Mac so much. You guys know I do. I was sitting here, we were watching Snatch Game last night, RuPaul's Drag Race. We finally caught up and watched last week's RuPaul's Drag Race. And so we were watching it, and Alex was like, if you could be anybody on Snatch Game, like, who would you be? And I was like, that's a good question. And I was like, I probably would be Janis Joplin. And then I was like, oh my God, no, I would be Stevie Nicks, obviously, you know. Rock on, gold dust woman, ringing rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her? Boost! Anyway, how are you guys doing today? As you can see, I am in such a fantastic mood today. It is beautiful in Indianapolis again today. It is like almost, I think it actually hit 70 degrees. I was vlogging today because I went to bed last night right after we watched RuPaul's Drag Race, slept all through the night, and now I am up and I am awake. A little coffee from Starbucks today in my new family-friendly anniversary cup. Ready to talk about some drama in not one, but two videos. Listen, my husband has this thing that he has to go to tonight. So I'm here, and I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to film two drama videos. I'm going to film a Peterisms video. I'm going to film a Peter Does Stuff video. I don't know if I'm going to film a booktube video. I might. I've already filmed my vlog, and I've already done my review for the day. I reviewed the mint chocolate chip milkshake. It's back at Arby's, so you don't want to miss out on that excitement, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I'm going to be filming all of that, so just stay tuned. It will be up on this channel and those channels. I just want to say thank you so much for the support that you guys continue to give to me, and it really, really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. You know, there are so many of you out there that reach out to me and they're like, I don't even really care who you talk about in this channel. I just love to listen to you on cooking or cleaning the house or, you know, getting the kids ready for bed or, you know, going to sleep myself. I just love watching your videos. And thank you so much for allowing me in your life on a regular basis. And I say this a lot, and I do think that it's something that we need to be aware of, and something that kind of was like a moment of clarity that I had in the last probably year was that every day, you know, that we wake up, there's only so many minutes in a day, only so many 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour. You know, it's like that time translates into our lives, right? So whether it's in a YouTube video, whoever you watch, or a movie or a book, whatever author you read, or whatever musician you're listening to, or if you're going out to lunch with a friend, or you're sitting there listening to a family member, you know, complain about something, or if you're texting with a friend or somebody, whoever you are giving your time to during this day is literally like you are handing part of your life over to that person. And I just want to say that is not missed on me. And thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your life. And I love when people send me pictures of like them watching, like, you know, they'll be like, you're on the big screen in our house, or pictures of their dogs and, you know, the kids and stuff, like sitting there watching my videos in the background. And it makes me so happy that I get to be part of somebody's life. I mean, that was like a piece that people ask me a lot, like when you got on YouTube, what was the thing that you didn't expect? I think the generosity of strangers was what I totally did not expect, you know? And I think because it really wasn't on my radar anywhere, you know, that you would make videos and people that you will never meet in a million years, right, are sending you messages saying just the kindest, nicest things. And I just want to say thank you. And even if you never push the like button or subscribe or ever comment or whatever, and you still watch my videos, thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. All right, let's get into the drama today. This video the battery is already at the halfway mark, and I have like had so much trouble with batteries today. I think I just need to like throw my batteries away and get 3 new ones, because during my vlog, my battery died not once, but twice. And I'm afraid this one's gonna die here. So let's get into the drama today. Today we're gonna talk about James Charles, and we're gonna talk about Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill's Did you guys see this? She's announced that she is releasing new lipsticks. And I knew that it was probably just a matter of time before she did this. Now, I have to tell you, I don't want to include the video over here because it's a very nicely put together video. I think she came out and said, because somebody commented on my Twitter thread, which I'm going to talk about in just a second, what some of the responses were, but that she is actually going to do a reveal or a launch video tomorrow on her channel. So I'm excited to see that and see what she has to say. If you go and you watch the Instagram video, and the reason why I'm not including it is, it's not just, you know, an Instagram story of her saying, hey, you guys, I'm releasing a lipsticks tomorrow, or whatever. I mean, and I think in the past I've done this with some people, but it's like literally like a designed and directed kind of video of her sitting there and explaining what she's doing going forward. So go and watch her video. But it's really cool what she does, and I have to say, I was super impressed with it. She said in there something to the effect of, and I'm just, you know, kind of giving a brief synopsis of it at the end of it. So her thing that she's going on is, what is it? The Be Poutable? I think it's something like Be Poutable or something like that. Jaclyn Hill, here it is. Okay, Be Pout Spoken, okay? And what she says at the end of it is, basically, we're gonna make mistakes, but mistakes should not hold you back from going for your dreams in life, right? And I am such a firm believer in that. And I have said, literally, since day one on this channel, we are human. We are going to make mistakes, all of us, you know? Actually, a couple years ago, I remember I said something like that in a video, and I got some comments, and people were like, I don't make mistakes. And I'm like, really? Because that's kind of like, to be human is to err, you know? Like, I think in life, we all make mistakes, right? And I've said this before, and I was part of this as well. I think Jaclyn really got hit hard with these lipsticks, okay? I think, in retrospect, so much of it was because of how she handled the situation. I think, had she handled the situation in a completely different way, I think it would have been what she received would have been much different, okay? I don't think she handled it well at all. I think had she, you know, come out right away and not waited days, and then talked about these labs that we never heard what happened with these labs, so I'm telling you, people are going to be waiting for these lipsticks, and if these lipsticks come out and there's a problem with it again, I think it's going to be huge for I don't know that she can recover from that, okay? I hope that she does. I hope this release goes off without a hitch. I hope that it is not botched in any way. I hope it is an amazing release. But she goes in there and she talks about why she does this, and that she really wants to basically be a role model, and she shows pictures of her nieces in there. I think it's her nieces. Be role models. It's either her nieces or it's like daughters of her friends. But she wants to be role models for the younger women who are like wanting to go for their dreams and make anything possible. And she's like, we're gonna make mistakes, but that shouldn't hold you back from. And there's this scene when it shows her like walking down this hallway, and it's a very cool scene because she's talking in the background. And then at the end of it, she says, be pout spoken, okay? Like pout, like, you know, get it? Okay, I love it. And I think this is the thing. Jaclyn has learned how to turn her wounds into wisdom, and I am here and I am ready for it, okay? And I am willing to, this is just my perspective. I'd like to hear yours in the comment section below. Personally, I'm ready for Jaclyn to come out and own her success, if that makes sense, like to step into it. And I think that this is a perfect example. You know, for me, it's like, Laura Lee. By the way, can I show you guys this picture of Laura Lee that was on our Instagram the other day? Here, I'm going to put it up here somewhere. Gorgeous picture. Gorgeous picture of Laura Lee. But, you know, one of the things I think that for me makes Laura Lee and Manny MUA so relatable is that they didn't, like, hide from the fact that they had screwed up, right? Like, they came out and owned it. And furthermore, you know, like, Manny went into this whole thing and said, and he even got ripped to shreds for it at the time, and said, you know, like, I realized that I was putting things of importance where they didn't need to be. Numbers, views, all of that stuff had become more important to me than the relationships in my life, than my family, than my friends. Okay, if he had just come out and said that, like Jeffree Star does and all these other people, but they don't back it up with action, that would be one thing. But since then, we have seen this very, very genuine relationship between Manny and Laura. They've shown it to us. Manny has done a lot of things with his family since then. I mean, if you watch his Instagram story, he's with his family a lot. Laura's always with her husband and her niece, you know? So they're backing up those statements by action that they're doing in their life. And for me, that's like, hey, you're winning, you're succeeding. And I want that for everybody. Anybody that I talk about on this channel, I know that people think that like, oh, no, okay? I want everybody to be successful, but sometimes you have to go through these things and come out on the other side and kind of like really, take a look at things, right? And this is my issue with like the Jeffree Stars and the Shane Dawsons and the James Charles, is that they don't really ever look at anything. It's like, everything they do is just to get to the top, or how to get over this scandal, or how to fix this scandal, or what do I do to come out so that the public perception is different. It's never really actually about looking at what's in front of your face and saying, how can I move forward? And what I love about this Jaclyn marketing thing that she's doing is that it's her saying, hey, look, I made a mistake. People make mistakes. I'm going to continue to make mistakes, but I'm not going to let it stop me from doing what I love, and I'm putting these lipsticks out, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm hoping for Jaclyn that it is a really, really great launch, and that there's nothing botched about it whatsoever. Now, I did ask, hold on, let me take a little, oh shoot, went right into the video. I did ask on Twitter what people thought about it, so let's go into Twitter and see what some of you had to say really quickly. Let's go in here. I said, what do we think about the new launch of Jaclyn's lipsticks? And I got a lot of comments on this. I'm really interested to see the reveal video tomorrow. She said yesterday that she had filmed it and would be up in 2 days. Someone said, wishing her the best. I ordered a beaming loose highlighter from Ulta. I can't wait for it to get here. Someone said, I'm proud of her for going back to what her initial idea for her dream brand was. I'm really excited to try them, and we'll hope for the best. Someone said, I'm excited. Someone said, I don't think I'll be buying any straight out of the gate, but I hope it's a successful launch for her. Someone said, I think it's great. Someone said, I won't be buying any, but I really want the best for her. Someone said, I just think she's a tired brand. Nothing is new or innovative. It seems like it's too little too late. It's clear she only cares about the money, and it's sad. I learned a lot from her videos back in the day. Someone said, I think she has every right to keep on keeping on with her dream of having a successful makeup company. She has had great launches since her initial lipstick fail, and I personally see this move as someone who is trying to continue to prove themselves. Critics will talk but won't try. Someone said, oh, this is Cece. Hey, Cece. She said, I like that she acknowledged the failure. I do too. And I think that's where you see real growth in people. Someone said, I don't care. Her makeup is it's too expensive for me. Someone said, I'm excited. Can't wait until she has a complete line out. Someone said she's going to sell out, just like she has with her recent launches. I think she has learned it too with the mistakes and is trying to do better with her recent products and launches. Someone said, no shade, but not interested in the least. Someone said, I'm just not interested anymore, unfortunately. Someone said, I can't wait to purchase them. Someone said needs more hair. I mean, come on. I knew there would be one of those comments in here, right? But the reality is the majority, I mean, there's a couple comments in here. Someone said, I'll pass. Someone said, I didn't think about them. Hairy Fish Sandwich, someone said. But the majority is, I wish her a successful launch. Oh, no, I guess down here at the bottom there's more. Who's that? Bored. It's a hairy situation. Someone said, I need to see the shades. I may buy one or two. And then the person responded and said, looks like a lot of news from her IG post. So anyway, all of this will be out in her video, I guess, tomorrow, and we'll find out more about it. Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? I know people will be dying to buy these lipsticks to see what happens. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is... did you guys hear that Ethan Klein came out and had some comments to James Charles about this Chipotle thing yesterday? Okay, so this was interesting. Oh, I'm looking up James Charles instead of Ethan. Okay, so Ethan Klein from H3H3, you know he's had his issues with James Charles, right? With the merch, okay? And so he has now been coming out a lot recently and saying stuff about James Charles. So he put up on his Twitter, this was 1 day ago, does Chipotle tweets know they are sponsoring a known, and then he calls James Charles this word? Yes, to answer your question, I am trying to cancel James Charles. He, of all people, is completely deserving of it after admitting to, and he talks about what the incident was. This is a pattern of behavior that should land him not collaborating with Chipotle tweets. Okay, now I have to tell you what's interesting to me about this, first of all, okay? I don't know how Ethan knows this, but he is insinuating, first of all, because there's a lot of conversation right now, okay, that Shane Dawson lost, you know, his whatever working with Morphe, okay, and Jeffree Star lost working with Morphe, and all these, you know, companies that people are saying, why is Morphe continuing to support James Charles, which is, I think, a valid question, you know, why is Morphe continuing? This isn't a situation of, like I talked about the other day, conjecture, okay, where we're talking about situations that have no evidence. And in fact, I have to tell you, I got this comment yesterday on my video, and this is, I think this is where, to me, the problem really exists, okay, with a situation like this James Charles situation, okay? So yesterday, I got this comment, where is it at, on my video, and someone said, yes, let's ruin someone's life for allegations we don't even know are true. Great thinking, of which somebody responded and said, shut up. I agree with that statement. I agree with the statement, shut up, okay? Because what you're ignoring is the fact that this isn't an allegation that we don't know is true. James Charles, okay, to whoever you are out there that you are a fan and a stan of James Charles, please, 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 okay, on your Twitter that probably has the face of James Charles and your name is something like Susie Schuster, Susie's sister, you know what I'm saying? Okay, could you go to James Charles, your idol's Twitter, and go look where several days ago or a week ago or whatever, he addressed this in a statement, took full responsibility for it, okay? It's not an allegation without proof. The proof was given by James Charles himself. He is the one that, and I've said this in countless videos, okay? Countless videos. I don't know why people sit there and they listen to this and they see the fact, I mean, I'll go look and see if it's still on James Charles' Twitter, but I'm sure it is right there, okay? Hold on a second. James Charles, here, let's pull it up. Let's see if the statement is still there. I'm sure it is, okay? Because I can't imagine he'd be dumb enough to take it down. Here it is, 2/26/21. You can go over here and you can see where he says this, okay? And he takes responsibility in there for it. So I don't know where people are coming up with this. There's no, James himself said it, okay? So anyway, but Ethan Klein goes in and he talks about how this video is sponsored. Now, I went in and I watched this video. It was whatever, okay? And I did not see anywhere in the description box where it was disclosed that it was a sponsorship. A beauty influencer not disclosing that their video is sponsored by somebody. I've never understood this whole sponsorship thing, okay? I really, to be honest with you, I've never understood why people don't just come out and say, this is sponsored. I love these people. I mean, I'm sponsored by several people, Adam and Eve, and I love working with Adam and Eve, okay? And I can tell you, and I say this in my videos, you know, Adam and Eve likes when a lot of you use my code, so that makes them happy, and it makes me happy, right? I don't think that coming out and saying that a video is sponsored by somebody makes the people that watch your videos want to use that code any less or any more, right? The only thing I can say is that it would make them maybe want to buy it less if they aren't somebody that supports you. So why are you sponsoring somebody that people don't like to begin with would be my question, right? So I've never understood this idea of non-disclosure. It's because it's so easy to do, right? And to do it correctly. I see really nice YouTubers that still do not understand that you don't disclose a paid sponsorship in the last minute of a video, okay? Like, they'll do the whole video, and then at the last 2 minutes, they'll include the sponsorship. No, okay? It has to be underneath it has to be the first thing in the description box before it goes, and you have to hit the more thing, and it should be shown within the first 2 minutes of a video. That's how you do a sponsorship, okay? And there's like 4 ways per the FTC, and it's illegal to do it otherwise. I know people are like, it's really not that big of a deal. Oh, yes, it is. There are Instagram influencers that are getting charged huge sums of money for not disclosing their sponsorships on Instagram. It is a huge, huge, huge deal because you're misleading your audience, okay? You're basically misleading consumers is what you're doing, okay? It's like if I said to you, I love this Lunar Beauty, but I was sponsored by it, and all this time that I've talked about, I'm not. I wish, but I'm not. But all this time that I've talked about this Lunar Beauty, and I've talked about how I think it's the best lip balm in the lip balm. It's a lip thing, lip gloss in the entire world, and then nobody knows that I'm sponsored by it. It's deceitful, above all things. You can't do it, okay? I don't understand why it's so hard to disclose. I've never understood this. It's one of the things that irritates me more than anything, okay, with these influencers, is you want people to pay you for being an influencer, but you don't want to disclose because you think your people won't buy it. And I'll tell you another thing, okay? I've never worked with a company. I think I've only worked with one company that kind of was like downplaying that they didn't want me to disclose it. And I was like, I didn't end up working with them. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Every company that I've ever worked with, they will tell you how you need to disclose it. And they are exact. Like, it needs to be disclosed this way. It needs to be in the first 90 seconds of the video. It needs to be this or blah, 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 whatever, you know? So it's just crazy to me that people don't understand how to disclose this. And they think that it holds them back from that. But anyway, I digress. James Charles video, I can't find that it was sponsored. He doesn't say that it was sponsored anywhere in the video. So if it was sponsored by Chipotle, and Ethan is saying that it is, I don't know, okay? But I'm telling you right now, I could not find anywhere in this video. If I did not watch, I will tell you, I skimmed, I watched like the first 5 minutes of it, 7 minutes, and then I skimmed the last part of it. If he said in there somewhere that it's sponsored, then I'm the biggest fool in the world. No. I'm not, I just don't care to watch a James Charles video. That's the truth of the nature all day long, okay? But put it below. But if he did say towards the end of the video, he didn't disclose correctly because it's not anywhere in the description box. And so, if Chipotle is honestly working, I don't know, maybe Ethan is just assuming because it's this Chipotle thing and James Charles never does reviews of makeup, which he said, but everybody's asking him to do this Chipotle thing. No, I don't think so. Everybody's asking him to make a video, but they're asking him to make a video to address all this stuff, not to do no Chipotle makeup, I don't think. Anyway, but I could be wrong, I don't know. So anyway, Ethan goes in, hold on, let me pull up Ethan. Where is it at? What is going on? Okay, here it is. Ethan Klein goes in and he says all this stuff. Yes, to answer your question, I am trying to cancel James Charles. And it goes and explains why. So there are a lot of people under here, you guys, that are pro and against him, like, doing all this kind of stuff. Hold on a second. Someone said, someone said, they screenshot this thing that they said to James Charles and said, are you doing the how many days can I stay silent about being a challenge? And someone said, so just because he doesn't bring the damn situation to social media, it's a problem. It's not your business in the first place. Well, I mean, it kind of is everybody's business because everybody is who put money in James Charles' pocket so that he could buy himself a house, so he could buy his parents a house, so he could buy a Tesla, so he could take his friends on trips to Hawaii, so that he could have everything that he has. We're all the ones over here that watched James Charles for years, and all of you that bought his palette, I think you kind of do deserve to have an opinion about that, and I think it really is your business, quite frankly. I think it's our business about whoever's pockets of money we're putting into. I think it is our business, whoever has the pockets of... I think it is our business, and you can't tell me otherwise. And my camera just started flashing because the battery's going to die. Damn it, Janet! You know what I mean, okay? So anyway, she posted this on the Ethan Klein thing. And, hold on a second. And she said, I replied to that and the James stands are so idiotic. There's the one below and one telling me to get over it already. Apparently being a sister, woo! She said, I'm just obsessed with cancel culture. Who knew? Well, I think, here's the thing. I think that we have to be, like, if we're going to hold Shane and everybody else to the same standard, I think to some degree, like, we need to discuss this as well. I think that it is a really fair question to ask. Why isn't Morphe distancing themselves from James Charles? Are they co-signing this with James Charles? James Charles came out and he made a statement and said, I take responsibility for this, okay? You know, it's like, what should the companies that worked with James Charles do? I think it's a valid question. I think it's a fair question. And I think it's a question that we ask with Shane. It's a question that we ask with Jeffree Star. It's a question that we ask with Nikita Dragon. It's a question that we ask with Gabriel Zamora, Manny MUA, Laura Lee. It's a question we have asked with every other influencer. So just because you're a stan and a super fan of James Charles, you want us to treat him differently than we would treat anybody else? Because that's really dangerous then, okay? When we expect that James Charles should be different, treated different than everybody else is. And I can tell you, if you really are a true fan and a true stan of James Charles, what's going to happen is down the road, when it really does affect him, because companies will stop at some point investing money and putting money in his pocket if this continues, is that he's going to wake up one day and be like, what happened to my career, okay? Now, we saw this happen before. We saw the Emma Chamberlains, and we saw all of the celebrities unfollow James Charles and distance themselves from him. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to stick around again. If something else happens, these people are more concerned with their own influence, their own money, and their own celebrity and fame than they are being friends with James Charles, okay? If something continues to happen again, people are going to leave him. James Charles won't have his relevancy. Nobody will buy his launch, his product. We're already seeing this with Jeffree Star, because Jeffree Star hasn't come out and addressed anything, and his sales are plummeting as a result of it, okay? Hell, Shane Dawson can't even sell an $8 t-shirt over there on his website, you know? So if you guys think this isn't going to affect James Charles, it absolutely will affect James Charles. You got to remember this, okay? Right now in the green room of the great talk show in the sky, okay, of which James Charles is, you know, has been for the last year, the star of the talk show, right now in the green room is the next, you know what I mean by green room, right, where they wait to go out there on the stage and be the guest, is the next big beauty influencer that is just waiting in the wings to take James Charles' job over, okay? You got to remember, before James, there was Jeffree and Manny, and then James came up, and now he's bigger than both of them. Don't you think that for 1 second, there's not somebody over there waiting to take James' position? And when James begins to fall, that person will rise. Didn't you see Showgirls? We all learned it right there. Watch out for the marbles. Anyway, damn it, Janet. I was trying to make it to the very end of the video without the battery dying, and it just stopped on me. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section below. If you didn't hear what I said before, I don't know if it cut me off or not. But listen, okay, we learned everything that we needed to know from Showgirls, okay? Know me, don't you know me, all right? Always watch out for the marbles. And I love Gina Gershon in that movie too, okay? But anyway, always look out for the marbles. And there's somebody ready to take your spot. Don't think there's not, okay? And like Abby Lee Miller used to say, everybody is replaceable. All right, so we learned from Dance Mom. See, this is why I watch this stuff. Y'all ask me, why do I watch all these stupid shows? This is why I watch Showgirls, okay? This is why I watch Dance Moms, because we learn lessons of the world from these shows. See, we do, okay? JoJo Siwa learned everything she needed to know from Dance Mom. That's why she's on #1 right now, Maddie. Don't nobody care about Maddie no more, okay? Where's Maddie? Where's Chloe? Oh, I loved Chloe so much. But anyway, I called JoJo Siwa's mom, Dance Mom Jaclyn, one day in here, and I watched it back. And I was like, did I just call her Jaclyn when it's Jesslyn? And I was so mad because I am such a super fan of Dance Mom. So anyway, like I said, take your cues from pop culture. We learned everything we needed to know. Let me know if you're going to buy Jaclyn's lipsticks in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about companies working with James Charles. I love you guys, and I will see you in my second video today. Bye.